What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel for another beautiful video, and today we're getting crafty. As you can see, I'm gathering my pieces of wood so that we can create something. The pieces of wood were quite many, but I got the help from my local fundi to bring them up to my house. And so I realized that I didn't have the nails that I needed, and I stepped out and gathered them. And yeah, so I'm assembling everything I need. So over this project, we're gonna be making a multi-purpose table, but let me just call it a kitchen island because that is what it's going to serve at the moment. This is a table that you can use anywhere. I needed it actually as from some time from now. I will need it for my balcony because I want to have some plants. I want to just make some plants and just making a nursery in my balcony, and that will come later. But as for today, we make it as a kitchen island. As you can see, as you will be seeing in the end result, you realize that it is a multi-purpose table. So basically what I'm doing in this process, I'm just assembling my pieces of wood because according to the fundi now who sold me the pieces of wood, he told me this will be much easier to acquire than the frames, and I had no problem with it, so I chose to go with these pieces of wood. So for the feet, as you can see, I'll be assembling like a pair for each leg.
But since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, put your sweats on for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me.
Now that everything is paired up, as you can see, the next step is just to hammer them together, just to attach the pieces of wood to make a complete leg, like for each side of the table. Yeah, and this has nothing to do with science. I believe it's something every one of you can do. So yeah, stick around and let's hammer this together.
Tonight is on an island. It's about time for making up. Times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you feel seductive in this heat touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just in love with you. So I come close, I want you. Can I tell you something for what it's worth?
And here we go. Here are the 4 pieces of the feet for the table, and we've attached them together. And actually, let me show you the inspo for the kitchen island that I got this from. Let me show you quickly, let me see whether I'll be able to attach it and show you the kind of idea that I'm working with for this table. Here I was trying to attach now the pieces of the table, the legs to the top surface, and I had to use some other frames on the top to be the top support before attaching the wood that's gonna cover the top part. So that's what I'm basically doing in this step, and I'm sorry that I cannot share the measurements because I really don't remember. I recorded them while I was at my fundi, at my local craft guy when I was buying the pieces of wood, and I really don't think it's that necessary. As I say it again, this is not science. You just have to know what you want and the measurement for your table. It doesn't have to be like mine. Actually, my measurements don't have to be like yours. Yours could be even better. Yeah, but to this point, that is basically what I'm doing. Yeah, as you can see, I have attached at least some some of the legs together using the part at the top. It's even getting difficult to explain, but trust me, it was even more difficult. As you can see, I was really trying to do all the math and this was getting very difficult, but we move on regardless. And as you can see also, the wind in my balcony isn't that huge, so there were many challenges, but never let anything stop you. Once you start, you have to finish. You don't quit. So yeah, I have to keep on doing all this by myself.
Put up to the gentleman in Cali, Atlantic. Nigga turn them in about the cabbage. Kill his whole family, do run up with the package. I just put it back on the way to Bogota. Poke his eyes out, and I'm telling what he saw. I'ma watch out, I don't know if he'll talk. Get a chainsaw and I'ma saw our legs off. They know that we're a gang, but they say that we're a ring. Investigating, taking pictures of the whole team. Undercover trying to do his thing. 10 mil on the bike, won't strip them in a team.
Trapping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego.
Oh boy, I'm telling you, there is no point, there is no corner in this balcony that I haven't used. And I was clearly I was beginning to understand why, even people now ask for help, or why you see even at least people do things together like this. What? At this point, it was just getting so difficult. Remember, I just have two hands, and the only help I would use was even my feet to some places. There's nothing that I didn't try doing, honestly. I'm just grateful that I managed to pull this all together. As you can see, I've at least attached the base, so up to this point things are really falling into place. And now we try fixing the rack at the bottom of the table. I needed a rack where I could just place some things, So this is what I'm doing. I'm attaching now the smaller pieces that will make up the rack at the bottom.
Damn, Zeus, you too cold, bruh. What you doing?
Let's take this overboard now. I want you to
Feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that heat of love. I wanna
ride the work it in the middle.
I wanna
Ride the work it in the
trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up. You know the feelings deep inside. So what's you? What we've been through. I miss you. And you.
I hope you all can see how everything is unfolding. And now I'm done with my rack, with my bottom rack. You see how it looks? At least that was cute and that was not difficult to do. Now we are headed to the most difficult difficult points. I mean, it was really troubling me to put the pieces together. Funny how I know when you look at it, it seems so easy and you're like, oh, you just place this and that over there and then you just do this and that's it. But you guys, just being honest, this gave me a headache. I almost gave up because I kept on saying, oh no, I might have, trusted myself so much and this seems too difficult to handle. But it wasn't that easy because some joints on the table were not really getting in together. So I had to really dig deep and think about what I was gonna do. And these really took my time. It consumed most of my time, really. But anyway, keep enjoying the video because if you've made it to this far, I know you trusting in me and I am so grateful. Just keep watching to see what your girl did.
Don't even say what's up. Round your boy, you act so tough. Like you never been in love. If you don't quit acting up, along this way you're going enough. I promise. You may think that I'm crazy. You should ask around about me. Put your trust in me, baby. I wake from my slumber. I wish I could call you up. Miss how you put your love on me. Hey, boy, you got my number. Wish I could feel your touch. Wish you could follow up on me.
Well, for starters, things are very difficult, but don't worry, we get there.
I'll be clinging on to you. And then begin again. Orbiting around and then circle back around to you. Coming back around to you. I'm coming back around. Even on your worst day, love you in the worst way. Circling around for eternity. Going through the motions, you're turning me eternally. Drifting on my own again. Reaching out to hold your hand. I wanna be alone with you. Can I be alone? Can I be alone with you? If you can, take my hand. I promise we'll find love again. Love again.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react. Been waking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't pay that nigga songs in this party, I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I run into somebody, it must be
Honestly, I wish you were all here. Like, you could just listen to how I was cussing behind the scenes. I thought I had it all in control. Just when I just hold this to the side and it all goes down. This troubled me, honestly. This gave me nightmares. It's like I didn't have enough confidence in me at all at this point because I was like, what are you even doing? Honestly, this really gave me so much trouble. Just wait and see. You see, I thought that I have it in control and it's all falling down. I turned this table to all the possible sides for me to just work on it. You can see, like, I'd lost all hope at this point.
Money's hard to make, so I bet they on their face right now. When he tell the story, that's not how it went. Know they be lying 100%. Moved out of the risk and forgot about that bit. Now they just call me to tell me come get it. Now that boy off and I don't want no credit. If it was me, they wouldn't regret it. Left me for dead and now they want that it. Party still bleeding, my niggas still eat it. Backyard it look like the garden they eat it. Pillows all better, she spilling the tea. And then Shawty came back and said she didn't mean it. It's hard to believe it. I know that they at the crib gone crazy down there. What they had didn't last.
So far, so good. I'm beginning to see the efforts paying off. Seriously, I almost gave up because this was more difficult than I thought it would be. But yeah, that's it. Let's keep on going. It was at this point that I realized I'm a genius. When it comes to wood, I can figure around. I can figure around my way to making it all work. I am telling you, I really, really had struggled, but as you can see, I'm in the last step. That was attaching the top surface. And as you can see, I wanted it to have spaces in between actually because I need to repurpose this table again. I need to use it for something else. Even though for today, we're just making it as an island, kitchen island. I'll repurpose it sometime. And who knows, we'll know what to make it. We'll know what to actually use it for. So yeah, I'm very proud of myself to this point. So please comment in the comment section and just give me your own rate and tell me what you think. And this was the next day. I was gathering my painting stuff, and I was caught in between whether I should go with white or should I stain it with the mahogany. That's the brown one, because initially the idea that I had, the table was painted in white, but since if I choose to use this as a kitchen table, when I begin with it, white to get messy, kitchen with all the spills and everything. I know I'm neat and all that, but I just didn't want to, stay. I don't want to just keep on painting and painting it every now and then. So I chose the mahogany, and that's what we're gonna do.
My friends pull me up before and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again. I was sober for an hour, but I'm rolling off a bean now. The drugs, they give me confidence, I'm saying what I need now. The Xannies help me slow up, the leaning help me speed down. Ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', I'm gonna hit it.
I'm already done with staining it. You can already see the mess on the floor. And so I leave it to dry. Yeah, out in the air for some time. Yeah, and then we'll see the end. Yeah, so that's the aftermath of my kitchen island. You can see from the bottom. to the top. That is how it looks like. You see, from every aspect, I already left the stain to dry and it has taken quite some time. There is one thing you must know. This is a multi-purpose and I didn't want to cover it entirely because I want to I want to use this for something else. I didn't want it to be necessarily a kitchen island. You see it from all the corners, I guess. Yeah, that's the work of my hands. I work like a man. So yeah, anyway, let me go to the other side so that you can see. The reason as to why I needed a slender island, as you can see, it's not, the width isn't really, what do I call it? Okay, it's narrow. I hope you can see that. It's narrow. So, as I was saying, I needed a slender table because, as you can see, my kitchen itself, it's on the hallway and I don't have so much space, and I really don't like, you know, so many things on the way because I'm ever here. I do like a lot of work in this space, so I needed the island to be really slender. This is why I opted to do this by myself. And so please, out of 10, I want you to rate me. It may not be perfect, but it's something that I did with my own hands, so it was really inexpensive. You can say that. I hope you can see it from all angles. It was inexpensive, you know. Our kitchens are really slender too, like the width you can see, and I don't have so any other space. That is actually my old kitchen. Oh, okay, I have some leftover food. But you see, there's not much space, so I wanted something slender that would fit in here, and you can see that it didn't occupy so much of the space. Actually, I was counting with the tiles, and I didn't want something that would take so much space like onto the other side. Yeah. And we are done. We are so done. So please rate me out of 10. Text me in the comment section and tell me what you would give me. And as I was saying, I wanted to repurpose this table. Basically, the spaces in between, as you can see, it's because I wanted to use these later, because it's just for a short time. I wanted to use this table as a nursery tree. I want to have plants in my balcony, and I wanted to use this. And the spaces in between, where, you know, there's some roots that I have to let them, you know. This is something I want to repurpose this sometime from now. That is why this is just temporary. It's why I needed like spaces in between. I didn't want it all covered like a full table. It's because I'm trying to repurpose and I want some things hanging in between. That is why. But so, and if you haven't subscribed up to this point, please do subscribe, give me a like, and share with someone if you like my content. And yes, thank you for watching. I'm so grateful. Please subscribe and share. Ciao.